Today's ribbon cutting is a celebration of over 5 years of work by many people, each playing a very pivotal role in making this a reality. I always call it a dream team. I'm going to mimic the speech I made 7 years ago when we opened the splash pad over here, is that it takes a dream team. It takes people who are passionate about projects, people who are passionate about inclusion, people who are passionate about serving people with disabilities. So a lot of people came into this, and to start things off, I'm going to welcome Mayor Richardson, who's just going to welcome you and say a few things about the playground. Aaron Richardson.
Thank you everyone for being here. I really am just overjoyed seeing how many kids are out here already playing on this playground. This is just a great facility to add to everything else we have here in Fitchburg. We have such a wonderful parks department, park for infrastructure throughout the city, and to be able to have something like this that, again, is so inclusive. And that's a big thing as mayor that I've always wanted to do and has been a focus of mine, is to make sure that we have things for everyone. So to have something like this for people with different abilities is just fantastic, but it's for everyone. It's not just for a certain group of people as well. I want to thank Jake for all of his work as well. Thank you, Jake, for all your efforts. I also want to thank all of our staff that's helped out with this. We have Scott here from the Parks Department. I know there's a lot of other staff here as well. And we also have a couple of people on the City Council here who are also instrumental in helping with this. Gabriella Gerhardt, who represents this area, and also Julia Radafrada, who was actually instrumental in getting this park built. And thank you for all your efforts in getting this built. It's just a wonderful facility. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you again, Jake.
I'm very happy to say that from day one, Aaron Richardson was a supporter of this project, and we really welcome your support, and thanks for being a part of it as well. I would like to introduce to you, I'm going to go through a list of people here. Alder Julia Radafrada, she's going to talk about how she got the project started and working with the city and say a few things about that. Julia really got this ball rolling 5 years ago and brought me in later. So, yeah, okay. Julia.
Okay, thank you, Jake. Hello, hola, bienvenidos. Welcome everyone to the park. This project started 5 years ago with a question that I asked Amanda Hudek. She's the president of CI Therapy, about where do the kids with some sort of disability, physical and cognitive disability, play in Fitchburg? And the question was, we don't have a park in Fitchburg to do that. So, and she introduced me to the concept of dream parks, inclusive playgrounds, and then from that moment I decided, Amanda, let's build it in Fitchburg. So we introduced the idea to the mayor, to the council, and the city staff, and everyone was on board from day one. So they said, let's build this park here in Fitchburg. And since then, we form a group of people, volunteer, CI, Oak Bank, Optimist Club, the city staff, especially Scott in the park department with his team. And this one was a project that is 50-50, 50 funded with public funds and 50 with private. And a lot of Fitchburg company and neighbors and donors came forward and donated money for this park. So I want to thank you everyone that was part of this team. This is a playground for all. This is a playground people only for Verona, Oregon, Brooklyn. All these towns around us can come here because this is the third inclusive playground in Dane County. So I think this is great for the city of Fitchburg, and thank you everyone. Especially I want to thank Jake, that he's won the champion, and he is the glue in our team and move forward with this and the fundraising campaign. So thank you, Jake, very much, okay?
As a passionate advocate for people with disabilities and their families, I'm a former president of the board of Moving Out. We build inclusive housing here in Dane County and around the state and Midwest. So it was a no-brainer to get involved in this project. That was a no-brainer. I will certainly be thanking a lot of the donors later in the program, but we're just going to keep it moving along. I would like to introduce Luke Lang from CI Pediatric Therapy Centers. They are our lead sponsor on this playground. They gave us $50,000 to help build what you have before you today. So Luke's just going to talk about how they got involved. Come on, join us, Luke.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Jake. And what a beautiful day to be out here on this beautiful playground enjoying this weather. As mentioned, I am Luke from CI Therapies, and at CI Therapies we provide a whole bunch of different services for kids of all ages and all abilities. We serve communities around the Madison area, including here in Fitchburg. We have 2 locations. So when we heard about this project, we were absolutely thrilled to be a part of this. And we absolutely were so excited to just get in here and provide our expertise about what would be really beneficial to the actual park itself, what equipment would be out there. So at CI Therapies, we're all about play. One of our values is being play-based, right? So we obviously at a playground here, you're going to do lots of playing. So in order to do that playing, we had to look at 4 different kind of domains on about what all the equipment could be, what we could utilize inside of this equipment. So there are some components about sensory, there are motor skills components about the equipment that'll challenge cognitive skills, social skills, communication skills. So we really based our equipment choices and how we design the playground based on kind of those 4 domains, and really emphasizing that all ages and all abilities can and should play. So thank you guys so much for coming out. A lot of hard work and passion was put into this playground, but as long as we're out here to have fun and play, everybody will get a lot of enjoyment out of it. So thank you so much. Thank you.
A couple things I mentioned beforehand. If you see the coloring on the ground here on this excellent surface that we put in, that was specifically designed with consultants from CI. They wanted to be very receptive to people with sensory issues. And the color of a playground shouldn't always be flashy, bright, like a lot of the playground vendors want to sell you. So we need to be sensitive to a lot of different issues when we're building. And a lot of thought went into that. A lot of thought went into placement and flow of different devices and how kids will use this playground. So, of course, they're going to decide how to use the playground themselves, even though we have that decided. Is Corey here? Did Corey come? Okay. Well, I just want to say something about Corey Horton. So Corey Horton from R.A. Smith, he was our project engineer. He poured his heart into this. We had several meetings. I know you met with him several times too, Scott, and put a lot of personal meaning in this. As a parent of someone with disabilities, I think he was the ideal partner to join in as engineer. So I just want to thank Corey. Volunteers from the Fitchburg Optimist Club. A lot of us spent a lot of days in the summer selling drinks at the art fair to make this happen. We participated with Kamika in a bowling tournament, raised about $7,000 for this in the bowling tournament. And the Optimists are all volunteers, all a part of this, just doing it for the love of it. Laura Smith from Oak Bank did a lot of work with us as well. And so I just wanted to thank them. I am going to bring Jim up from Oak Bank. Jim, do you want to say something? Otherwise, I got something for you. Why don't you say it? This is Jim from Oak Bank. They are also one of our sponsors.
Well, I will be brief. Just thinking earlier and talking earlier how, just honored we are to be participating in this. And I look back at the Dream Park that started 20 plus years ago, and then the Splash Pad, which was about 10 years ago, and now this. So just great. The community's been so good to us. It's always good to give back. And when you find a situation like this where you have leverage and you have everybody involved. The city comes front, so people from the government are involved. The individuals in the community are fundraising. The business community is fundraising. And then CI bringing the expertise. That was really a big part of that as well. You're not just giving a dollar, you're giving a dollar with people that are very educated and know how to take those dollars and make them really pay off for the community and create such a cool place. So again, the inclusion is fantastic. It's a great thing to be involved with, and Oak Bank's just really proud to be a part of it. So good job, everyone.
So in addition to our 3 big donors, CI Pediatric Therapy Centers, Oak Bank, and Kamika Amatech, I want to say something really quickly about Kamika since they're not here. They were able to utilize the funds that we raised from the bowling tournament, which was about $3,600, and they got a corporate match from Amatech, their parent company. So that's why we were able to make $7,000 out of that. So, and Annie Stroud was just a champion at getting getting volunteers together from Kamika to come be a part of this.